Kate Moss closing Gucci is iconic, but for me, the real story. An outsider from the Midlands who grew up in the goth culture, club kid culture, walks up to a man in a bar, and a month later, he's in New York working for Calvin Klein on a hair test. That's why Anthony Turner is my next hair legend. He's spoken about growing up feeling like an outsider, finding comfort in the goth scene, underground dance culture, and this really would go on to be his DNA. There was a moment when everything shifted. That's when he became aware of the 2001 Alexander McQueen Voss show. It was the first time he really saw hair connecting with fashion. And the hair? Guido Palau. Anthony Turner, McQueen, Guido Palau. So let's just do a little rewind. Anthony didn't want to be a hairdresser. It was only by a chance encounter as he was walking down the high street, really desperate for another job. He was running 3 jobs at the time already. And he walked into Tony and Guy and he said, I don't want to be a hairdresser and I don't want to waste your time. But something clicked. The man who interviewed him would go on to guide him towards Guido, then the connection with Guido and McQueen, and here we go. No grand plan, no networking, no strategy, just a little bit of belief. Chance encounter in a bar in London. Anthony walks up to Guido and tells him how much he wants to work with him. A month later, he's on a plane to New York. First job, Calvin Klein hair test with the Guido team. April 2010, and he shoots this cover with Carrie Mulligan for Interview magazine. He's now shooting advertising campaigns, British Vogue, and he's also leading shows at all 4 of the major fashion capitals. In 2019, he creates Mortal Remains, a zine exploring queer youth, vulnerability, and outsider identity. No glossy fashion, personal work. Recently, he's spoken openly about his battle with severe anxiety, and over the last 3.5 years, he's really begun to find peace. When someone of this caliber finds clarity, the work sharpens. So Kate Moss closing Gucci, of course it's iconic, but for me, the bigger story, a kid who saw Voss, trusted instinct over comfort, moved to New York, and built his own era. Because sometimes the real evolution isn't louder, it's deeper.